What if the goddess of life was also the ruler of death? Stay with me. This isn't just a myth. It's the story of transformation, power, and the eternal dance between light and shadow. Welcome, seekers of legends and truth. This is Myth or Real, your gateway into the forgotten tales, the gods, the monsters, and the echoes of ancient worlds. If mythology stirs your soul and the past whispers to you like an old friend, you're in the right place. Tonight, we descend into a tale as haunting as it is beautiful, the story of Persephone, a goddess caught between two worlds, a daughter of spring, a queen of death. Her legend, wrapped in petals and shadows, speaks of love, abduction, transformation, and eternal cycles. If you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel more than you know, and it costs you absolutely nothing. Also, tell me in the comments, who's your favorite mythological character? Kings, warriors, demons, angels, creatures of the abyss? I read every comment. The tale of Persephone, between spring and shadow. In the beginning, she was Kore, the maiden, the daughter of Demeter, goddess of harvest and fertility, and Zeus, the king of the gods, a girl with laughter like the wind in the wheat fields. Her feet always bare, her fingers trailing through wildflowers. She was spring personified, innocent, radiant, untouched by sorrow. But fate doesn't ask for permission. Hades, lord of the underworld, saw her once, dancing in a sunlit field, and was struck by a longing, so deep it split the earth. And so, as Kore picked a strange, glowing narcissus flower, the ground beneath her trembled. A chariot of obsidian and fire burst from the soil, driven by Hades himself. Before she could scream, she was gone, swallowed into the darkness. Demeter searched the world. She scoured the oceans, climbed the mountains, and begged the gods for answers. But the world was silent. Her grief was so profound that the earth stopped giving. Crops withered, rivers slowed, and famine crept into mortal lands. Humans began to die, and the gods grew restless. Zeus, fearing the extinction of mankind, finally confessed. Hades had taken Kore, now called Persephone, as his bride. Demeter, furious and heartbroken, demanded her return. But Persephone was no longer just a girl. The underworld had changed her. She sat beside Hades, not only as his queen, but as a goddess reborn. Shadows obeyed her. Spirits bowed. And yet, a part of her longed for sun and sky. When Hermes, the messenger god, descended to retrieve her, Persephone was already bound, not by chains, but by seeds. She had eaten 6 pomegranate seeds, fruit of the dead, and in doing so, tethered herself to the underworld. A divine rule: those who consume food in the realm of the dead must stay. A compromise was struck. For 6 months of the year, she would return to her mother, bringing with her spring and life. For the other 6, she would reign in the underworld, and the world above would grieve. Entering autumn and winter, thus began the endless cycle of seasons, a rhythm of light and dark, of life and death, tied to one woman torn between worlds. But wait, the story doesn't end there. Many know this version, but Persephone's myth is far deeper. In the Orphic mysteries, secret ancient rites, Persephone is far more than a captive bride. She's the mother of Zagreus, a divine child fathered by Zeus in serpent form. Zagreus is said to have been torn apart by the Titans, his heart salvaged by Athena, and given a second life as Dionysus. These versions paint Persephone as a primal, chthonic force, a keeper of secrets, a goddess not only of spring, but of rebirth, mystery, and spiritual awakening. In some myths, Persephone even judges souls. Unlike Hades, who rules from afar, Persephone walks among the dead. She listens. She decides. She is compassionate and terrifying. Ancient initiates prayed to her not only for fertile lands, but for safe passage after death. She knew the road. She had walked it, unwilling and then willing, again and again. Persephone's story is not a simple one. It's not just about abduction or victimhood. It's about transformation. She was not stolen. She was changed. She is the cycle itself, life that dies and death that blooms again. She reminds us that power can come from pain, that identity isn't fixed, that sometimes, to become who we truly are, we must descend into darkness. And so, Next time you see flowers push through the snow, or feel that shift in the wind as winter turns to spring, remember her, not just as a maiden, not just as a queen, but as Persephone, daughter of life, queen of death, goddess of the in-between. If that story stirred something in you, hit like and subscribe. It helps me keep telling these tales, and it's totally free. Drop a comment below and tell me who your favorite mythological figure is. I might cover them next. Warrior? God? Demon? Let me know. Thanks for watching Myth or Real. Stay curious and beware the flowers.